Good morning, almost afternoon. Gee, man, shaking. But anyway, glad y'all are here. I put out a video. It didn't get posted until this morning, but it was yesterday. But anyway, showed our newest acquisition, the WD-45, and what happened with that. But anyway, I want to show you another acquisition. We've had this one for about a month. I've been going to make a video and haven't done it. And back up so you can get the whole thing in there. My old Husqvarna mower bit the dust. Well, actually the frame broke in half for the second time. So we decided we would upgrade. We went and got this. It is a Toro. I've been researching mowers for months, actually years. I've been looking at them, and this, for me, the final decision was this frame. It came down to this and the Bad Boy in the same price category, and the deciding factor, like I said, was this frame right here. It's thicker than on the Bad Boys, and it's a heavy, I believe it's a heavier gauge. Bad Boy doesn't list the gauge of steel they use or the thickness of steel they use on their tubing. So that was the deciding factor. Plus, it's a little bit longer than the Toro, or not the Toro, this is the Toro, but the Bad Boy. It's a little bit longer wheelbase, not by much, but a little. It seems to be a little bit wider. The Bad Boy had a little more horsepower. This has a 23 horse Kawasaki engine on it. So far, I'm in love. There's some things I don't like, but man, it's a 54-inch cut, which is about 8 inches wider than my old Husqvarna. When I stayed caught up with the mowing and I got behind because the grass wasn't growing, then we got some rain, and anyway, but when I stay caught up, it's great. I love the adjustment. You push this pedal down, pull this pin up, and put it wherever. You can adjust it from 1.5 inches to 5 inches, just whatever you need. My yard is rough and it's big, so this deck is some pretty heavy gauge stuff. It's built heavier than my Husqvarna. It is actually easier to get this deck out from under there because, you know, I've already had to take it out and work on it. Got some stuff tangled up around the blades, and anyway, the zip ties were on there. I bought this at Tractor Supply. They had those on. I've just never taken them off. It's laziness, so I'm not holding anything together with zip ties there. I like that the cup holder is on the opposite side of the discharge. My Husqvarna, they were on the same side. Like I said, I'm happy with it. Really happy. I've already flattened both tires on it. That's on me. Any problems I've had where I've had to work on this thing were my fault. Except for one thing, and it's not a problem, it's just when they assemble these at Tractor Supply, I'm sure they don't go through they don't do all the final adjustments. So when I got it, I believe it pulled a little bit to the left, and it has adjustments. You stick an Allen screw right in that hole. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a hole. There's one on each side for adjusting. I need to adjust it a little more. It still pulls a little bit, but it's better. But overall, I'm happy. There's little things. This high back seat is nice. That was a big deal for me too. When I sit down in it, that thing is comfortable, and it gives you more back support up high. Controls are right here. Since I'm a bigger guy, they're a little bit awkward. I have the seat as far back as I can get it. To adjust the seat, you have to tip it up and loosen up those knobs right there. There should be one on the other side, but I lost it. But I'm not having any other problems with it. So, but like I said, here's your controls, your switch, your choke, throttle, blade engagement. That's kind of nice. It's electric. And while this does have the sensor in the seat, if the blades are off on the deck, you can get up out of that seat. Make sure you're in park. You just, well, right there's the instructions for making it go forwards, backwards, and you flip your arms out. If you're familiar with zero turns, I think that's pretty common. But like I said, I've had it a couple of months now, and I'm real happy with it. There's a lot of cosmetic things on it that aren't a big deal, you know, like the kind of bull thing cut out there and on the back. But anyway, I mean, you can see it there. It's kind of nice, but it doesn't really add anything to me. But it definitely has cut my lawn mowing time down a lot. I would recommend it at this point. I'm not having any problems. We had to jump start it once, but that was because the key got, I think Cat's got up here climbing around and got the key turned on. But we charged the battery up and mowed with it and haven't had any more problems. So, you know, like I said, and in this rough yard that I have, it rides pretty smooth. Those springs under the seat really work. I think some of it is the slightly longer wheelbase and the wider wheelbase too. But anyway, it holds like 7 gallons of fuel, so I can mow everything that I mow on one fill up. So that's nice. I haven't got into any maintenance on the engine yet. Probably should be changing the oil on it pretty quick. But like I said, overall I'm pretty happy with it. You know, even this guard back here it's a fairly heavy gauge. It's got a place where you can hook something up to tow it. Be kind of weird towing with a zero turn. Knocked the peach off. Fell down in there. We'll take that over to the chickens. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that acquisition. You know, I've had to do very little with it. Most of it is stuff that you probably should do anyway. Other than anything that's been wrong is my fault, like the tires, not paying attention and getting crap tangled up in the blades. You know, like I said, that's all on me. But yeah, and the head gasket on the Allis-Chalmers, okay, as you can tell, I'm inside the shop now. I had to, my phone got hot and shut off, so it's too hot out there for my camera to work on my phone, it said. So I'm in the shop, gonna finish this video up. I got a little bit done in here last weekend, got some OSB up in the corner here. But anyway, if you've watched this far, thank you. Give me a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'd appreciate it. So let's look out for each other. Let's help each other when we can. And don't forget to pray. Catch you later.